This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. All right, so Kanye officially drops Vultures 2, I think, an hour ago, okay? Had fans disappointed for the past 24 hours because they were expecting this album. But it finally drops, and on River, he screams, "Free Young Thug." I think, like, Future's on here, Little Baby. There's a couple others that I haven't combed through the whole album. But you know, even though Kanye makes like very good, if this makes any sense, great sounding music where it at least sounds good. I don't love all Kanye songs anymore. Like I used to like more in the past, but the production is always very on par. You know, you can't deny that. Like he takes time putting these things together. So he drops Vultures 2. Everyone's happy. Now, some breaking news in this Young Thug trial. Young Thug's got a great lawyer. Brian Steele is a machine. So they did deny bond. They reconsidered bond and denied it again. Okay, which that doesn't make any sense. But maybe she can't give him bond right away because they're probably a little bit mad that, you know, judges stick together and they'll be like, well, you know, that was my friend, Judge Glanville, and I can't totally undermine him. You know, so they're not going to totally, you know, undermine him right away. But, you know, they might make a good case for bond in a month and they might rehear their argument. But a big thing that they got out, you know, it looks like they did this, okay? You know, don't take my word for 100% because I'm not a lawyer. But it looks like Brian Steele was able to grant a motion by Young Thug's lawyer to strike all YSL proceedings after June 12th. And if I'm looking at my timeline correct, that would look like Little Woody testimony would be thrown out. And they would have to revisit all the testimony and submit it piece by piece. Now, there's two sides to this. This is a huge win for Young Thug, right? It says if a party files a motion to recuse a trial judge and the motion is denied, but it's later determined that the judge should have been disqualified to act in the case, all proceedings after the filing of the motion to recuse are invalid and no effect. And she agreed to this, right? So that means that him convincing YSL Woody to first, I'm glad he made that motion immediately, right? Because anything that YSL Woody said is just thrown out now, and they got to revisit all that, right? And the judge said correct. So the court will work with the parties on which testimony evidence should be resubmitted, represented to the jury. It's so dumb because the jury already heard everything. You can't. So the only thing I can see happening here that's fair to Young Thug is a mistrial, and they have to retry him because you cannot have the same jury. They already heard it all. It's like, okay, guys, we're gonna erase this from your memory now, and you can only consider what we tell you. They're gonna consider everything. And once you make a good case of that, it's a mistrial. This is a waste of time, right? Let's be honest. This is a waste of time. In its original motion stake, Steele requested the judge to instruct the petite jury accordingly, including, but not limited to, removing all juror notes from the relevant time period and erasing from the jurors' minds the invalidated testimony and rulings. How can you erase it from their minds, though, in other matters that occurred during the relevant time frame? We'll see what happens with this. This is where court gets weird, you know? And I feel like it's very unfair because if you get something thrown out, the jury already heard it. It's almost like they shouldn't. It's almost like you should do a film trial and then play it for the jury because things get thrown out, but they've already heard it. They're going to consider it. It's not fair. I don't know. All I got to say is that Brian Steele is a great lawyer, man. This is a guy you would want representing you. For sure. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I appreciate you all. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I will check you guys in the next one. Peace.